Good evening, race fans. Welcome once again to Miami. Oh, Miami. Anyway, Homestead for the Cuban 300 WFO Racing Network. I suppose
Not
I
the
should.
White House kind of Cuban.
Yeah, I guess I should have said brought to you by WFO or something like that, right?
Something like that.
Should we do it over?
I don't think there's any takebacks.
No take backs? Well, to hell with it. We'll start right after this.
One, two, three, now we're playing with the big boys. Gonna take it to the street, now we're gonna make a big noise. Gonna climb so high, now we're rising up. Are you ready now? Turn it up. Hey, are you ready for this? Oh, I can see my name under big lights. It sure looks good to me. I'm coming up now, I'm ready for the big time. I'm gonna be hard to beat. Oh, I'm a hard act to follow, got a big reputation. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. You ain't seen nothing like this now. Let me hear your hands clap. It's my time, I'm back on my feet now. I'm taking on the world. I never miss a beat, that's the way I roll. You can watch me doing it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. I can feel it coming. Can you feel it coming? You got one life, come on, take hold of it. That's right, now don't let go of it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star
Well, there we go, Brazy. Another wonderful night here in Miami. I think it's Miami, right? Or is
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I couldn't remember where we slept last night, but I know it was a Holiday Inn. I'm moving up in the world.
Yeah.
Yep. First Motel 6, now Holiday Inn. Next, they'll be putting me in a red roof. Do they even have red roofs anymore?
Yeah, but I think Red Roof is between Motel 6 and Holiday Inn.
Oh. Maybe they'll start putting me in a La Quinta.
Econo Lodge.
Econo Lodge. There we go. Anyway, how are you doing tonight, Brazy?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing phenomenal. I'm excited about tonight's race, I'll tell you that.
Are you?
22 trucks. Vern Bradley will be here tonight. Dakota Floyd, Kyle Stewart, Brian Littleton, John Wimbish, Tommy Haynes, Burt Wilson, Glenn Jameson, Chuck Sweet, Justin Ritchie will be here tonight. Roy Hyde, Richard Holland, John Sanu, Rick Fergone, Garrett Elminger. Shut up, drivers.
I don't even hear him.
Sean Hopkins, Michael McCauley, TJ Lee, Elsie Daly, Ivan Jones, Ray Chess Jr., and Boyd Vance. There we go. What do you know about this track?
Well, I know that the track is a 1.5 mile oval, variable banking. It reopened. I need to correct myself from last night. Reopened in 95 because of the hurricane in 92. And the top speed was done by Greg Biffle in 2012 at 218 miles an hour.
In a truck or in a car?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what hurricane was that?
Now, you're asking me questions that I'm not ready to answer here.
You can't Google one thing and then not Google another.
It's in here. Hurricane Andrew knocked it out in 92.
In 92. I was going to say Katrina, but that wasn't until the 2000s. What's up, Denise? You need to stay into Holiday Inn Express. Do you remember the commercial? Yeah. I'm not a brain surgeon, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. I'm not a radio announcer, but I stayed at a Holiday Express last night. Yep. Well, it looks like we're about to grid up. I think. Oh, no, we're running. Grid. Ain't nobody even qualified yet, dead man. We're taking a look right here at the number 20. That's Kyle Stewart. As he comes out to qualify. Of course, there's a lot of other people qualifying, but just,
We live on one tonight?
Am I live on one? Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Just verifying.
You just verifying?
Just verifying.
Why?
I know how many screens I need to have open. I should have asked that before when it was up, but I didn't check the one screen because I had other information up.
Oh, did you? Well, come on now, Denise. You're not supposed to agree with me. You're going to be like, oh, it didn't matter where you stayed, dead man. You were fantastic. But no, she goes, I totally agree. Exactly.
I mean,
I'm a little hurt. Glenn Jameson.
When you're right, DMS, and you're right.
Glenn Jameson coming in with a 32.59 is sitting on the pole as of right now. It's quite the delay between live and YouTube.
Well, and that was the other reason why I was asking. But, it's fine.
I mean, you gotta wait for about 10 minutes before somebody responds to you. Oh, Glenn Jameson coming in with a better time at 32.51. Wow.
Hmm.
Vern Bradley,
What-
32.49. There's your new pole sitter as of this exact moment.
Wonder if Chuck's gonna run like he did last night and not qualify.
Looks like Sean Hopkins, TJ Lee, Chuck Sweeney, Ray Chest, and Austin Wagner are just gonna sit out qualifying. John Wimbish just moved up to the qualifying sixth with a 32.65. Richard Holland coming in and qualifying at a 32.59. John Snow out there playing around. First qualifying lap, 32.74. Tommy Haynes with a 32.72. Gonna take that 11th spot. Do.
Looks like Garrett and Austin are gonna line up for qualifying.
Yep, here's Garrett. In the Raisin Bran. Do they even make Raisin Bran anymore?
Yes.
Angel said, well, the reason I ask is because Angel told me the other day. I said, you know what I'm craving for? She said, what? And I said, I want me some Frankenberry or some Blueberry. And she goes, you can't have that. They only bring that out in Halloween. I said,
Unless you're like me.
oh, yeah?
I still have 6 boxes. I have 3 Blueberry and 3 Frankenberry.
You liking that Blueberry, huh?
Yes, sir.
Nothing wrong with that. All right, Garrett's coming in with a 32.64. He's going to get all the way to the top 5 there with his first qualifying round. Or I guess his last qualifying round.
Like, that's good enough for me.
Yep. Austin Wagner in 22.
22, white and blue.
Austin Wagner going to qualify right there in 4th, 32.62. Okay.
Austin Wagner currently sitting 18th in the points.
So here's how it is going to look tonight. Vern Bradley going to take in the pole. Glenn Jamison going in second. Richard Hall in third. Austin Wagner will seal that 4th spot. Brian Littleton 5th. Garrett Helminger going to be 6th. Bert Wilson 7th. John T. Wimbish will be sealing up that 8th spot. Roy Hyde 10th. Kyle Stewart will round off your top 10. Go ahead there, Brazy. Give the rest.
All right. 11th is going to be Dakota Floyd. Ricky Fagone's going to be in 12th. Tommy Haynes, 13. Boyd Vance, 14. John Sanu is going to be your 15th car. Elsie Daly is going to be 16th. Justin Ritchie going to start 17th. Mike McCauley is going to start 18th. Ivan Jones is going to start 19th. Chuck Sweeting is going to start in the 20th spot tonight. Sean Hopkins is going to start 21. TJ Lee will be 22, and Ray Chest will be 23.
Making 23 trucks on the track tonight. Exciting. That's right, that's right, that's right.
What's that called when something's the same forward and backwards?
32, 23, what? I don't know.
Well, you got Michael McCauley's in 18th spot with the 81 car, so it's forward backward type thing. You know, it's that whatever that's called.
Hey, Vern, I'm gonna need to see your truck and tear down after the race, please.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. You got me.
Somebody
got
will
me.
know.
And here we go. We're starting to grid up. Let's get to the chopper. Okay. Horrible. Just
That,
plain horrible.
Special route to the track.
You know.
Some choose to follow the pace cars, others take their own path.
And the pace car's got them bright ass headlights again tonight. I mean, they're not even flashing. It'd be different if they were wigwagging, but they're not.
Wigwagon? What the hell is that?
Green, green, green.
Green, green, green.
That was a quick green.
Small track. Let's go ahead and get ourselves in for a crank it up. Did we just flash?
You're seeing things, just keep going.
My bad, John. You come up on me too quick. No, all good, Tommy. All good.
There we go. There we go. There we go. I crank it up, and look at this. Austin Wagner, Vern Bradley dropping down to third, and Glenn Jamieson and Austin Wagner moving up to the front.
They're doing that kind of slingshot battling we saw at the end of the race last night.
Oh, are they now?
They were. I don't
Well,
know, it looks like they're kind of looks like Glenn might be sitting back a little bit now, but
so what do you think? What are the odds that we're going to make it through a whole race tonight?
I don't think so.
Wow. Total confidence there.
You're talking about caution or actually seeing the entire race?
Actually seeing the entire race.
Oh, I thought you were talking about cautions.
That too. Of course, we want to apologize for the technical difficulties. Not sure why we got booted off the server, but we did. I think it was because you farted.
What makes you think I did it?
Oh, me and you are the only two in here, and I didn't do it. So, process of elimination, Columbo style.
What about Nation?
Oh. Glenn Jamieson going to drive down to the inside. He's going to take over the new spot. And Austin's going to power back to the outside. Burns just sitting there in waiting. Brian Littleton. What in the hell is going on with my cameras? There we go. Brian Littleton Currently rolling in fourth with Garrett Helmlinger in that racing band, Richard Holland, and Kyle Stewart. Both Austin and Glenn running Toyotas, and they are running back and forth. Austin, and then now Vern going to throw up his Chevy there. Or is it that his Chevy is going to throw up?
You got Austin being chased down by two of the Candy Crew.
Yep. Teammates there with the Bazooka and the Sour Patch. Riding in on board with Vern Bradley.
I swear, when we first hop in this cam, I swear I saw a beach ball go up in the air on the crowd.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, maybe it was a green light.
Vern really messing around with that wheel.
Good day, Tommy.
Yeah, quite the battle going on for 1, 2, and 3 right there.
Yeah, you'd act like there was only 5 laps left. we're only 11 laps in. Let's go back here to the 18th. Look at this battle. These guys are all clustered up. Tommy Haynes, Ivan Jones, Justin Ritchie, Boyd Vance. LZ Daly's in there, John Sanu.
I think you need to tighten up that camera. The camera's a little loose.
Yeah, I know. You see that shit? It's a handheld. How'd you like to be leaning out there? Back up in front, Brian Littleton and Garrett Elminger is running. They're running 4th and 5th right there. Glenn Jameson 3rd. Vern Bradley moving back to 2nd. Austin getting a little bit of gap on there right now. He must be driving one of them non-stick bazooka trucks. You know, the new formula where they didn't stick to your hair or your... Never mind.
Sure. We'll go with whatever you're going on.
Hey, when bazooka first came out, you could use that to weld. Many cars I seen going down the road with their bumper held on with bazooka. At least one side. Or a headlight. Of course, we had real cars back there with metal bumpers, so. Then they came out with a new formula that wasn't supposed to stick. Or be sticky.
I'll take your word for it.
True story. I found me a baseball pack of cards that I had not opened when I was a kid. And I bet you I had that back.
They had baseball cards back then?
Yeah. I'll bet you I had that pack for 10 years. Opened it up, and the bazooka was still good. Not sure if it was really that good, but, you know, hey. You were kids, and you couldn't waste a good bubble gum.
That's right.
And so what if your parents could use it to whip your ass?
You had to be careful because you'd mix it with a silly putty.
Yeah.
Ryan Littleton gaining another spot back there and currently in third now.
Yep. He is able to get around. He's able to get around Glenn Jameson. Glenn getting a little loose on the outside. Richard Holland kind of maintaining back there in sixth spot. Not very aggressive in the trucks tonight yet so far. And behind him, you got Kyle Stewart and Roy Hyde. Doesn't look like Roy has the wherever he must have found his numbers. Notice how Amy's not with us again tonight. Dakota Floyd moving up to ninth there with that pass. Over on Burt Wilson.
Dakota's another one with the points. He needs to get the next 3 races, counting tonight, in order to be in the chase. Or he needs to move up 8 spots.
Oy vey. Well, we haven't talked about him much before, but here he is, Chuck Sweeney, looking to the inside there, Burt Wilson, as they come down on the 22 laps down.
Currently up 10 spots already tonight.
Well, yeah, but he didn't qualify, so.
That's what he did last night, too. He didn't qualify. He ended up going up 18 spots.
Dipped out on us on our interviews last night, too.
He did.
Shame, shame, shame. Shame, shame, shame.
And he was already, I don't know what happened. He was there.
He was there, and then he wasn't.
Just like, oh, never mind. I don't want to talk to these guys.
Look at this up here at the beginning. Vern Bradley going to the outside of Austin Wagner. He is going to try to take back over the lead. Brian Littleton right in behind him. Austin going to dip in behind. I think they both like the outside. I think they both feel more comfortable out there. And Austin was feeling a little loose down there on the inside. But I could be wrong because here he comes again.
This is that slingshotty back and forth thing that, like I say, we were seeing that last night. Austin was doing it. Now we've got Vern and Austin doing it tonight. So,
Thank you.
25 laps down. Leaves 105 left to go. And look at this. Brian Littleton getting a little bit of himself. Going to drive down to the inside and challenge Austin for P2 and move right up and challenge Vern Bradley. Getting a little bit loose right there. Oh, he lost it. Vern and Austin able to pull away. Just pushing it into the middle just a tad bit too much. Got a little loose there. Meanwhile, Glenn Jameson and Richard Holland back here in your 4th and 5th. Kyle Stewart dropping all the way back to 6th. Dakota Floyd currently running 7th. Garrett currently running 8th. Chuck Sweeney and Roy Hyde will round off your top 10.
Looks like Brian's managed to catch back up again.
Yep. Vern's going to go to look to the inside. Vern's going to take it back over.
Too bad we didn't have a lead lap tracker and how many lead changes we've had.
Oh, I know. That we don't have. We were looking for something else last year, and I can't remember what it was. Go ahead to go back here to the 5th spot. Richard Holland's going to take a drive down into the inside. Trying to take over 4th.
Pretty calm movement on that one. Almost made it look like he's just out for a relaxing drive.
Yep. Yet another lead change. Austin Wagner being able to make it back up towards the front. Chuck Sweeney and Dakota Floyd back here, fighting over 7th.
Garrett Helmlinger going in with that early pits.
Way early. Don't know if he had damage or hit strategy. 00 right there, Roy Hyde.
Ricky Fagone coming in saying, hi, I'm coming by, please.
Yep. There we go. That's Rick Fagone. And then 10 car. Brian Littleton, I'm up to third. With Richard Holland right on his Ginster. Wake up, chat. What's going on? How are y'all doing tonight?
Yeah. Glenn Jameson currently has the fastest lap tonight at 32.6 seconds.
Well, you are correct. I think all our fans fell asleep.
That's all right. We're getting that watch time. And Vern pushing to the inside again. Wants that first back again.
39 laps to go. Or 39 laps down. I don't think the fans are the only ones that are asleep right now.
It'll be interesting to see if we have a cautionless night like we did last night, and if so, how the pit strategies work through that.
Yes, that would be. That would be very interesting. Glad you brought that up as a topic, actually, because we didn't have a yellow flag last night, but we did have two incidences. They just didn't bring
Yeah, we
out the
did.
caution.
And we're both fairly early in the race, too. Going 3 wide caused one of them.
Tonight, it looks like they got it down a little bit. They just came to run a race.
Yeah, now it's just position battles.
That's Garrett right there, fresher tires. He's going to make his way through and get his lap back. Leader's going to let him on by. Come back down here to 4th spot, Richard Holland. Richard Holland, 3 for 3 last 2 weeks. Won both races last week, won last night here at Homestead. Does he have enough to sweep 2 weeks in a row? I don't know, Brazy. What do you think?
I think he has enough. It's just a question of who all else here is going to be able to possibly stop him.
7-18 pitting this time.
A lot of good racers. You know, There's quite the battle going on for first between Vern and Austin already. So it'll be interesting to see how the night progresses and how tires go, and starting to see some guys going in for pits now, and we'll see how that changes everything.
Boyd Vance in the 303. He made it down pit road. Right, Ray Chest. Justin Ritchie is calling in for a pit.
Thirty-four pitting. 34 pitting.
34. TJ Lee is going to be coming down pit road here shortly.
$75 pitting.
Chuck Sweeney. He's going to be pitting down there. And so is, what is that? Rick Fragone. Right there behind him in the 10 machine. Boyd Vance, right there, is your leader. One of your teammates of your leader, right there. He's gonna try to get his lap back. I'm sure he'll get no issue. Vern Bradley seen a little bit of double out there.
I'm going to be pitting here.
Like, damn, I got so quick he passed me twice.
80 pitting in this time.
Out there going, what the hell?
24 pitting, 24 pitting.
Dakota Floyd, Richard Holland calling in for a pit.
6 pitting.
There's Elsie Daly. And here comes your leaders. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, slow down, slow down. God damn. So you go, 1, 2, and 3. They're all going to come down together. Austin Wagner, Brian Littleton, Vern Bradley. And that's going to bring us a new race leader, John Sanu.
20 pitting this time, 20 pitting this time.
Kyle Stewart calling in for a pit area.
17 pitting.
Tommy Haynes calling in for his pit. All pretty close. John Sanu coming down pit lane right now. So we already know Kyle Stewart called in. Tommy Haynes is going to be coming down. Burt Wilson is staying out. That is currently your race leader right there, the 70 machine of Burt Wilson.
Which color is that tonight? Is that just a gray?
Just a gray. It's just gray. And if it's not just gray, well, I'm sure I'll hear about it later.
I don't know about you, but I don't know about a gray nerd.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that.
$70 pitting, 70 pitting.
Burt Wilson calling in with his primer car. You're looking at even Denise erased her message. She's like, well, nobody's talking to them, so I don't want to be the only one. So here, let me retract that. Look at this. 3 wide. Dakota Floyd, Kyle Stewart. Around with Ray Chest.
I
Garrett.
think that was the smoothest 3 wide we've seen with the trucks.
Yeah. There's currently your race leader right there, the 06. Little pit strategy, maybe?
Maybe. Hit it a lot earlier than these guys did. About 16 to 18 laps, it looks like.
And that's going to put Chuck Sweeney right there, the 75, in second. Sure you did, Denise.
Don't worry, we understand.
We get it.
We
As a
can't
man-
stand ourselves sometimes.
As a man that's hit a lot of wrong buttons in life, I understand.
I mean, that's a true statement there.
Garrett right now is currently 5.5 seconds ahead of the Chuck Sweeney right there for second place.
It is quickly dwindling.
I wouldn't say quickly. Okay.
It's dwindling faster than any other gap currently.
Yeah, I'm gonna say okay. You might be, you might be onto something there. Garrett is, he's already knocked it down to 3.9, 3.8, 3.7.
It's amazing how fast those tires just tend to just wear down.
And look
How
who's
fast
right
these
behind
guys lose
Chuck.
speed.
So Richard Holland. Only a second, about a second and a half behind Chuck Sweeney?
Yep.
Vern Bradley moving up to 6. Rick Fergone. Austin Wagner currently running. He's currently back here in 5th. That pit didn't really hurt him a lot. Chuck Sweeney passing Glenn Jameson there. Austin Wagner's coming up behind Glenn right now. Or maybe I'm seeing double. And that's Boyd Vance. I don't know.
No, you are correct because Boyd is in the pits
Again.
again.
Chuck Sweeney able to cut him down, cut Garrett, and there he goes. He's going to take it. He's going to run by him there for first. Maintaining about a half a second already. And I have a sneaky suspicion that we've got some more people that are going to be coming up on Garrett. pretty quickly. One on the inside, one on the outside, 3 wide. They're going to make it through. They're going to goal post him.
Looks like Glenn's going to take the outside and go around him too.
Austin Wagner sticking to that high side.
Austin Richard going to battle it out for second place.
Yep. Meanwhile, Chuck Sweeney able to gather a second and 3/4. Chuck is up in front going, go ahead, guys. Battle it out, man.
Wear your tires out trying to get to me. I'm okay with that.
Meanwhile, Brian Littleton, he was just before the pits. He's back up to 9th. Still down 4 spots, but making his way.
Downtown.
Sean Hopkins right here in the fresh shore. Gonna dip down in there and get around Garrett. Currently, your race leader is that man right there, the 75, Chuck Sweeney. Austin Wagner in second, Richard Holland in third, Glenn Jameson is rounding fourth. Vern Bradley moving his way up back to fifth, Rick Vergone sixth, Sean Hopkins seventh, Garrett eighth, and Brian Littleton and Kyle Stewart rounding off your top 10. I think I know why Chad's not talking.
Why is that?
They're mesmerized.
Oh yeah, what are they mesmerized by?
The lovely sounds of our voices. It's like going to sleep to Forensic Files.
Wait a minute. You have us going out to the stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just checking because I mean that the mesmerized by our voices thing. I don't buy it.
Yeah. Well, what's up, gamer? How you doing? Passing out he's passing out the Cubans. Cigars, that is. YouTube. Or just I could have been right the first time. I don't know.
There's no Monica's around, right?
I wouldn't think so. Are we talking Lewinsky's or what?
Maybe. I mean, we're talking cigars, so I just,
Kind of giving Bill credit, aren't you?
Credit for what?
Never mind. Family show. Oh, I'm supposed to. Hell no, I'm keeping all them damn Cubans for me. Cigars, that
Cigars,
is.
YouTube.
Cigars. I mean, I could
Chuck
pass.
getting a little loose on that corner.
Yeah, I could pass out a cigar and say it's a Cuban.
All right, I'm out.
Would you like a Cuban, Brazy?
Nope. You just stay on your side of the booth.
There's no partition here at Homestead, remember.
That doesn't mean I can't sit as far away as possible.
You weren't saying that last night when you were rubbing my knee. Or was that last week?
That was last week you kept saying that. That wasn't me rubbing your knee, though. I don't know who you got over there, but...
Thanks, John. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it.
Oh, you good? Y'all was faster. I was just trying to figure out how I was gonna get out of y'all's way.
Sean Hopkins out there trying to stay out of people's way. Brian Littleton able to make it around him. Justin Ritchie in the 55 machine headed down pit road. So did Garrett. Vern Bradley right there in fifth spot. Rick Vergone in behind. Glenn Jameson in front.
So it's a Vern sandwich, kind of.
The Bradley sandwich, yep. Check in on the 24 machine right there of Dakota Floyd. Currently running 11th.
Staying high for you, Michael.
10-4.
That would be Ivan. Ivan Jones giving Michael McCulley all the space in the world to get around him.
Thank you.
And Michael McCulley clears him out.
Yes, sir.
Checking on the 17 of Tommy Haynes, currently running 16th. Tommy Haynes running that Crown Royal 17 tonight with the gold trim. It must be the Premier Edition. Meanwhile, your leader, Shock Sweeney, has been chased down by Austin Wagner to the outside. And Austin Wagner is going to take that position over. Chuck is getting a little loose. Still able to maintain TJ Lee in the 34 machine on the outside, letting the leaders go by. Chuck Sweeney able to keep a 2-second lead over, 2-second lead over third place, Richard Holland. $78 laps down.
I'll leave you
Caution
alone,
free.
Mike.
and incident free.
So far.
Thank you.
I mean, that was implied, but yeah.
Truck Chuck liking that inside.
Just truck getting just a little bit of a bobble there at that corner.
Sorry about that, LZ. It's not intentional.
That's all right.
Not sure what was going on there. Richard Holland and Vern Bradley back here battling for third spot. Still 2 seconds away from the leaders.
Good save, lad.
TJ Lee doing everything he can to not lose too much into that lap down.
Yeah. But at the same time, giving the leaders a lot of room. Back up here in front. Austin still able to maintain about a quarter of a second. Down on the inside again, once again. A little bobble there from Austin Wagner looked like, huh? Maybe. Maybe getting a little bit greasy on that outside.
It could be. Could be.
Well, if it is, he sure didn't show it there. Vern Bradley finally able to get around lap traffic. He's going to drop back in behind Richard Holland. Well, fans, you want to see what it's like to chase down Richard Holland?
7:18 pitting this time by.
$34 pitting this time. 34 pitting.
TJ Lee calling in for a pit.
You can see how that back end's getting loose on coming around the end of these corners. You can see him start turning right a little bit there.
Nope. Tommy Haynes going down into the pit area. He's definitely battling it out.
He's definitely battling. I mean, he's not just battling Richard. He's battling his own car.
Well, it's a truck. One.
Truck, whatever. Battling his own truck, trying to keep her straight going around the corners. That back end wants to come around on him.
Getting around a lap car right there, Bray Chest. And keep in mind, peeps, what you see in that car, you'll see the difference. We'll go into Richard Holland here. That movement of the wheel, it replicates the actual movement. So you can see how minute changes Richard Holland has. And then we'll go back in with Vern Bradley. Vern is just battling that wheel.
53 bit at
Very little movement on Richard Holland. Let's go in with Chuck. And Chuck is beating the hell out of himself tonight. Going with our race leader, Austin Wagner.
Fitted.
00 petting.
That's Roy Hyde right there. Calling in. Glenn Jamison, Brian Littleton, Michael McCauley, Ivan Jones, all going into pits. Current race leader right there, Austin Wagner. Richard Holland moving up to second with Chuck Sweeney going into pit area. Austin Wagon. Austin Wagner dropping down into getting some go-go juice. That's going to put Richard Holland in the lead. Chuck Sweeney already back out on the track, staying on the lead lap. Just pulled out in front of the leaders. That could be beneficial. Vern Bradley taking a unique entrance into the pit road. Style, baby, style. Everybody can just go directly in, but can you slide in? Anyway, Chuck Sweeney is back already into the top five with fresh tires. Richard Holland, he's coming down pit road.
Taking the standard approach to entering.
Yep, taking the standard approach. You know, kind of a standard type of guy.
Cool, calm, collected.
Unfortunately, I think Vern Bradley may be getting a penalty going down pit road. I heard somebody say shit, and I'm assuming he's not very happy.
easy there, Justin.
I had to tell you I didn't like my paint job.
And there you go. Burt Wilson finding himself leading the race.
Do you think his paint crew came out ran out of color combo?
Might
70
be.
pitting, 70 pitting.
And they're like, just go with the primer tonight.
Yeah, just run with primer. We got plenty of decals. And look who that's going to do. That's going to put that man right there back as your race leader with fresh tires. So Chuck Sweeney is in your current leader. Garrett right there in the Raisin brand is being passed by Austin Wagner, who now is taking over the second spot. Currently, Chuck is entertaining a 3 3/4 lead over that man right there. 2.5. Richard Allingen back on the track, and he is going to be currently running 8th now. Going in as a leader, coming back out. Ryan Littleton just chasing down and passing Justin Ritchie. Here comes Richard. Only to face a few more lap cars there. TJ Lee is the tail end of the lead lap right there in the 34 machine. Currently running 20th. One lap down. I'm showing that LZ Daly is out. LZ Daly and Boyd Vance are packing up their trucks. Not sure what happened to the number 6 truck tonight.
Oh, he's coming back out.
Well, shut my mouth. Here he comes. Ticker says he was out. Apparently the ticker guy is an idiot. Back up here in front with a 2.5 second lead over Austin Wagner. Here he is, your leader, Chuck Sweeney. .103, 27 laps to go. All going to depend on how they protected their tires, I'm going to assume.
I would agree with that assumption.
And I'm also going to assume that Chuck is going to be able to protect pretty well with a 2.5 second lead over second place. Nobody's pushing him. He's out here all by himself.
All by himself. Where he wants to be with no one else. in the front.
Well, of course, not in the front. What up, Mike Mitchell? How you doing, buddy? Yeah,
What's going on, Mike?
we had 113 viewers, and now we've got 14.
Oh, really?
Okay, I might have made that up.
Uh-huh.
I mean, maybe.
Nope, that's on me, Vern. Take it.
Nah, you're good, Macaulay.
Don't worry, Vern. I'm gonna pay you back. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said there.
Nah, I dropped out for a second, so I'm a couple laps down. So you just drive. I'm not gonna get in your way.
$24 laps to go. It's about to get interesting, Brazy, because I do look up here and I am seeing that Austin is able to cut it down to about a 2-second gap. Question is he got enough fuel? I mean, his tires. Is his tires going to be good?
We know we've seen it in the past. Austin is not afraid of pushing his vehicle to the limit.
Or his fuel mileage?
Or his fuel mileage. That is the thing.
Hopefully they got that fixed. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and just imagine if fuel gauge just doesn't work. But he is currently sitting second.
Take it here, Elsie.
Maybe they crossed the wires and they've got the oil pressure hooked up to the fuel gauge.
Oh, that might be, yeah. I've seen it several times. John Sanu going to the inside of Richard Holland. Glenn Jameson already able to get by him. Look at this battle. This is for fourth. Battle you got going on. What's that?
Boyd said that he said he's going to be close.
Boyd. What happened tonight, Boyd? You did such a great job last night. I even voted for you. What up, B&B?
What's going on, B&B? What's going on, Jess?
What's going on, Jesse? Or Jessica? And there he is, John Sanu, able to get around Richard Holland. Richard Holland just not able to get out of that fifth spot. Just late in the race, 20 laps to go. Chuck Sweeney and Austin's been able to get it down there to under 2 seconds now. Barely, but under. John Sanu going to go high. And Richard is going to maybe not.
Not yet.
My bad, Brian. I didn't know you wanted to talk. All good.
Well, Boyd, I'll tell you what, I was impressed as hell last night. You were a lap down. You were a lap down, but you stuck it out with those guys up front. You didn't give in to the pressure. You did a great job. Be exciting to see you in future races.
It has been a clean race so far tonight.
It has been. It has been. Austin Wagner able to cut it down to 1 3/4 seconds. I don't know. I don't know. There, Brazy.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. And if what Boyd is saying is true,
It's going to be really close.
It's gonna really be close. You know, and then the question becomes: does he push to try and get first, or does he maintain his fuel and not go a third race with running out of fuel?
Well, I'm kind of sure that'd be his fourth, but I'm not positive.
Okay, fourth race.
Well, yeah. Will he be satisfied with second? Glenn Jameson in third. Richard Holland falling back and still fighting John Sanu for this 4 spot. Vern Bradley in the back here, going ahead with Brian Littleton, and they're fighting over 5th.
I mean, from point standings, Austin needs the points or a win. So he's probably going to push to try and get there, but I don't know.
Well, he's got it down to almost a second now, 2nd and a quarter, with 16 laps to go. Maybe an impressive ending.
Sorry about that, Roy.
Definitely going to be interesting.
No, you're good, man.
Peace. Yeah, that wasn't on purpose, man. So I actually said to myself, I wonder if you saw that.
LZ Daly down here and running 22nd. Gonna have to find out. Not sure what happened with him.
Well, there was that. Wasn't he the when we heard somebody say sorry, LZ?
Yeah, then we heard a good save, and that was it. Nothing registered, no events, no yellow. So Chuck able to maintain that about 1 second. Fluctuates between 3 corners and 1 second, but it does look as if Austin is able to keep cutting it off, but he is getting a little bit loose. And Boyd is correct. Chuck did, I think, was a lap before?
Yes, 1 lap before.
1 lap. Chuck Sweeney. Austin does have 1 lap fresher tires and a little bit extra go-go juice. And we've got 12 laps to go. So here it is. This is what it's going to come down to. Richard Holland able to get around Glenn Jameson and John Sanu. Typing it down there to the inside. Looking for that podium finish.
Thanks, Ivan.
Yep.
Keep in mind, Richard Holland right there looking for his 4th win in a row. And he's got no friends with him. Austin Wagner getting pushed up there by LZ Daly. LZ Daly down in 22nd spot, able to push Austin all the way back. Look at that. They cut that second down in a half a lap.
Just like that. Austin's now back in the lead.
Chuck down on the inside again. Where have we seen this before? That is correct. They should have about if they did an auto fuel, they should both be right around the same. Nine laps to go. Your race leader, Austin Wagner, with Chuck Sweeney trying to dethrone him. and take back over that first spot. We saw this earlier in the race, and Chuck was unable to get tucked down in. But does he have a trick up his sleeve? Not sure. Meanwhile, Richard Holland is back. I think Richard is just going to be happy with third. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's 8.5 seconds. That's kind of bad.
At this point in the race, there's not much catching up that can be done 8 seconds behind.
Yeah. Well, it worked out for Austin. Is Elsie going to be the mixture to give the winner the win? Because he was in behind Austin Wagner, and now he's in behind pushing Chuck. We've got 7 laps to go.
It is also that time to get your driver of the day in. So put your number of the car that you want to vote for driver of the day.
Elsie kind of just sitting back there and waiting to see. He's got a bird's eye view of the end of the race right here. 7 laps. 6 laps. 6 laps to go. Elsie kind of sitting back, being the buffer. Whoever falls behind, he just gives a little push.
Elsie getting a little loose there.
Yep.
Or not Elsie, sorry. Austin getting a little loose there.
Can't be getting too many bobbles. All right, David, I got you. Shot going down to the inside. I'll tell you what, I'm kind of impressed. I mean, Elsie Daly able to stick up, and look at this, Ray Chass Jr. He's coming up behind Elsie. They're able to maintain with the leaders. Just unfortunate for them, they are down laps. Chuck getting a little bit closer. He's only got to stick that nose out just a little bit. Elsie's getting bribes right now. How much are you going to pay me, Chuck? 4 laps. Something's got to happen right now. Otherwise, we're looking at Austin Wagner going to pull this off. Again, another bubble on the outside. Chuck getting a little bit closer. Elsie pulling right up. Ray Chess pulling up behind Elsie. Where the hell are all these? Wow. Chuck going to go down again. Just not going to. Oh, side by side that time coming out. 2 laps.
Could be a matter of who can hold the corner better.
Yep. If you're going to put it out on the track, this is where you're going to do it. Austin Wagner, Chuck Sweeney. Final lap. This is it.
This is for all the marbles.
All the marbles. I swear to
Elsie
God.
going to the bottom.
Elsie's going to go to the bottom with Chuck. Oh, got Chuck a little bit loose.
Sorry, Chuck. I was trying to help.
Got Chuck a little bit loose.
Oh, you're good, man. I didn't have anything for Austin. He's just too good tonight.
There we go.
Nice win, Austin. Congrats.
Austin Wagner.
Thanks, guys. Good
is
race.
your
Austin,
winner.
Ricky Bobby, John Jingle,
congrats, man.
Jangleheimer,
Speedway.
Schmidt,
Wagner.
Good
Wagner.
win, Austin.
And there we go. There is your winner.
Don't do donuts right away.
Yeah, don't
I don't know if I
relax.
have enough
Do a
fuel to
cool
it.
down. Do a cool down. Don't do celebrations right now.
Good way, man.
If I was you, take 2 cool downs.
Brian, Dakota.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, good racing, man. It was hard. Once you got clear of me, though, I couldn't keep back up.
Yeah, I need the whole racetrack. Make that pass on the bottom. This place is tough.
And there you go.
Congrats on the win, Austin.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our race results.
Good racing there, Roy. I just got tired of looking
And there you
at
go. Austin Wagner in for your win, and he is
that
going
was
to
a
be
lot of fun.
celebrating.
Pushed it a little too hard and caught the wire.
Chuck Sweeney in second, Richard Holland third, John Sanu fourth, Glenn Jameson fifth, Rick
Hey, good way,
Pagone
Austin.
in
Redemption.
sixth,
I'm glad you finally put a stop to that fucking streak.
Vern Bradley coming in seventh, Brian Littleton eighth, Dakota Floyd ninth. Kyle Stewart will round off your top 10.
Did he run out of fuel?
What's going on, nation? And that is going to put in, hey, we got one vote tonight, and that vote is going to go, and that is going to count. So look at that. Huh? Roy Hyde, our driver of the day. We'll be right back with interviews. There we go. There we go. How about you, Austin? You got a copy.
What up?
Well, look at that. A clean win, brother.
Holy shit. Finally.
We
First
were-
real win of the season, and I didn't run out of fuel until after the race.
Yep. You ran out of fuel. The best time to be running out of fuel is during the celebration.
Yeah.
We were all up in
I,
the booth yelling at you, take 2 cool downs.
Yeah, they're all yelling at me, and all the drivers were letting me know. Make sure I don't start celebrating here in turn 1.
Oh, with a hell of a season like that, you really needed this, and congratulations on the win tonight. Take us through the race.
Yeah, thanks, man. I thought these would race a little different than the Xfinity cars. I thought the bottom would be the preferred line all night. But after like 10 laps on the tires, the high line really kicks in, and yeah, I'm just a lot faster in the high line. I can't really run the bottom here. I don't know what it is. I just can't do it, and the high line's really good for me, and I think that's just what made the difference. Truck really made me work for it, though. I was driving my ass off those last 30 laps and got in the wall a couple times. I was a little scared. Also saw that I was about to run out of fuel. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Yeah, I was just I don't know. That was a hard race.
Well, you did some things that not a lot of drivers get a chance to do, and that is, I know I never have, and that is to race 10 laps side by side and fight Chuck for the win.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. I was catching him there at the end. I thought I'd be able to pull away, but he really kept it right there, and he kept it really clean. So I'm really appreciative of that. Everybody in this race, these guys are super clean. Another night of no cautions, especially at a track like this. It's super difficult. I'm mind blown that we can keep it green like that, and everybody can race, bumper to bumper from lap 1 to 130, and not bring out any cautions or do anything stupid. And I don't know. That's why this league's the best.
Well, there you go. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight for your win?
Thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. Always fun rewatching these afterwards, and shout out to everybody who runs the league, all the drivers who, race clean, and shout out to Chuck for racing me clean there at the end. A lot of fun. Shout out to Boyd, my teammate. He's starting to make his rounds in iRacing again. Unfortunately, ran out of ran out of gas or something there midway through the race tonight. But we were seeing progress out of him, and hopefully we can start doing some 1-2s.
Yeah, I was talking to him in chat. I was really impressed with the. Even though he was a lap down last night during the race, he did a great job. He was doing a great job keeping up with you guys and racing clean. And yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see him in future races.
Yeah, he only races about like 3 times a year. So for him to come out and be able to keep it clean and stay out of our way and still be pretty fast is impressive, and looking forward to it rest of the season.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner of tonight's Cuban 300 here at Homestead, Austin Wagner. All right. Let's he ditched us last night.
He did.
Let's go ahead and get him up here.
Quick.
Grab him quick before he ditches us again tonight. How about you, Chuck? You got a copy?
I was going to talk to you last night, but then you lost your feed. I didn't think you were still on the air, and then I found out later you were. So.
I think
story.
it's typical. Well,
acceptable story, but likely story.
Well, Chuck, you put it all out there on the track, man, and Austin just was able to keep that high side a little better and a little bit faster.
Yeah, I got beat by Richard last night by 1 spot and Austin tonight by 1 spot. And both of them just drove perfect races, and I did everything that I could and just couldn't hang on to it, man. Austin was just perfect tonight. He was making that high line work. I couldn't get it to work up there, but yeah, awesome job to him. Congrats to him, and great job to everybody for running another caution-free race.
Doesn't that make it exciting, though? I mean, yes, you didn't get first, but I mean, you got second. But knowing that you got there clean, and you got there hard racing.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so much fun, and everybody races so clean. And me and Austin, we ran side by side that last 10 laps, I think, and never come close to touching each other. And it was a lot of fun. I hope the fans enjoyed watching it. It was a lot of fun from the driver's seat.
Oh, I know we did. That's for damn sure.
How close do you think you would have been had you not had that little bobble there at the end?
I don't think it made any difference. Elsie come over and apologized to me a few minutes ago, and I'm like, dude, you didn't do anything wrong. It made me a little bit loose, but I wasn't able to get him before that, so there wasn't any reason to think I was going to get him on the last lap. So it just made the gap bigger to the finish. That's all.
Well, there you go. Congratulations. There is your P2 tonight. Chuck Sweeney, anyone you'd like to thank?
Just thanks to Michael, Vern, everybody with the league. Thanks to you guys for putting on an awesome broadcast, and just looking forward to next race.
Fantastic, man. Good job, Chuck. Thank you very much for meeting with us.
All right. Y'all have a great night.
You too. All right. Well, 1, 2, and 3, and almost 4 in a row. Richard Allen, you got a copy?
I got you.
You know what? It gets harder and harder and harder, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, you raced a clean, good race. I thought you'd be a little bit closer, but Chuck and Austin, boy, they just did it what they needed to do.
Yeah, I felt like they both had a little bit of a better handle on this thing and how it felt, and I don't know. If there was a line they were running, or they just had a better feel for it. I don't know. Felt like this thing was actually harder to drive for me tonight than the car was last night. But I don't know. It's these races are hard to win, man. It's I'm happy just finishing third and getting a podium finish here. And like I said, I felt like this thing was really hard to drive, and so I'm happy with that. Had a good clean run, like you said, and we'll take it.
And we kind of went in a little bit, explain a little bit about how the animation is for the wheel, that when that wheel moves, you guys are actually moving that wheel.
Yeah.
From in-car.
You mean from what you're seeing?
Yeah, from what we're seeing.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's
when you're struggling, you are really struggling with that wheel.
Yeah. I mean, iRacing matches it up really well. When it has a you can configure your wheel to iRacing, so it matches up perfectly 100%. So what you're seeing, that wheel doing, the animated wheel there, that's what they're, you're really doing. Whoever you're on, if you're getting in the corner and the thing's going back right all the time, you're chasing it. I mean, that's what's really happening in the car. That's what we're really doing.
Yep. Yep. And you were the smoothest. We went in with Chuck, Austin, and Vern, and you looked like you barely moved that wheel.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of just trying to save tire, you know what I mean? Be easy on it. But obviously, them guys knew what they were doing because they were all stupid fast. Vern was fast too. I don't know what happened to him, but I think he ended up with a good finish, I believe. But he was really, really fast when he was up front too.
Well, there
He
you
had
go.
a little mishap with the pits.
Oh,
Yeah, he had a little mishap. He kind of decided that, he wanted to go into the pits with style.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
Anyone you'd like to thank for another podium finish tonight?
I just want to thank you guys for everything you do, my teammates, WFO, everyone for putting on this thing, all the drivers. Another great race tonight by everybody. The fans for watching at home, and yeah, like I said, I thanked you guys already, but yeah, thank you guys for what you do. We'd love to go back and watch these races. It's a lot of fun. We enjoy it, and I know a lot of guys do, a lot of family members. So we appreciate you guys doing what you do. Thanks.
Thank you very much. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher tonight, Richard Allen.
Thank you.
All right, we've got a driver of the day interview, and how about you, Roy? You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
And look at you with the vote for driver of the day, 0-0.
That is awesome, guys. I'm glad.
That's 2 this year, I think, right?
Yeah, it is number 2 this year. It is.
So explain to me why what the competition is like getting week after week after week.
Increasingly harder. Everybody's starting to get a good feel for everything, and guys are able to run really close, and everybody out here on track is really going to keep you honest whenever it comes to trying to get anything over. If you're going to get something, you're going to earn every inch of it.
Yep. I couldn't agree with you more. Even going out there, and watching, other drivers, you know what? Somebody has to place 10th. Somebody has to place 13th. But that doesn't mean that they're any easier than the guy that placed first to get around.
Oh, no, sir. That's some of the hardest I've ever fought for a 12th place finish. And it is a lot of fun whenever you have to fight that hard to just finish in the middle of the pack. You're surrounded by a lot of good drivers. And whenever you do finally get a good finish or a win out of here, then it makes it all that much more special just because the level of competition that you've got around you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Roy. Well, anybody you'd like to thank for your driver of the day?
Oh, always shout out to Isaac and Ava. Hey, you guys, I know you guys watch these, so I know you enjoy it. And then you guys up in the booth, you guys put on one heck of a show every week, in and out. It's really, a lot of guys are complimenting you guys, even to other drivers. It's a really good show you guys do. And just the admin team and all these guys that host these and get everybody together and get this type of group of drivers together to put them on track week in and week out. It's a lot of work. I've done it before, and I know how much work it takes.
All right, Roy. Well, thank you very much. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, your driver of the day, Roy Hyde.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
You too. All right, Brazy. Well, what did you think? What was your final thoughts on tonight's race?
I mean, we've got 2 nights of caution-free racing. Again, the guys that have been in here in the booth tonight said it. It's been a great field to watch. It's a great field for them guys to race against. And it makes the races entertaining for us to announce. And looking forward to Phoenix next week.
There we go. There we go. God bless each and every one of you guys for joining us. This has been WFO Racing Network with Deadman Strolling, my co-host, Sir Brazen Bull. Thank you for enjoying tonight. I hope you have. If you haven't yet, hit that. What, Brazy?
Like, share, and subscribe. And the bell. I have notifications.
I have him say it because I can never remember. This is YouTube. So thank you for spending your Wednesday night with us. God bless. And we out of here.
Later on, everybody.